Alright guys, the presentation for Quintessence. There's just an outer box. So pretty simple, of course. It'll protect the regular box. There's your logo. But again, just a cardboard box to store this beautiful, beautiful, look at almost the velvet staircase up to the bottle. And there it is. Quintessence. This is an actual plate on the bottle. The sprayer is really nice, and of course it does have the real silver pieces in there. There's more of your batch and everything, and it is numbered, and the box on the bottom is signed, which I'll show you in just a second. But unbelievable bottle, just gorgeous, gorgeous luxury presentation. But there's the bottle, and of course here's the box. So Manos actually signed it, dated it, or numbered it, one or the other. But there's the Quintessence. Look at how gorgeous this box is. Absolute stunning box. I just love it. It's got the magnetic top up here, of course, which is really nice. So this actually, they pull this way and that goes underneath, and it stays magnetically in there. There it is, guys. The presentation for the beautiful Quintessence. Let's get on with the review. Fragrance community, Rise Fragrance 34. I cannot thank you enough for joining me for another review. This one I am so excited about. Manos Gerakinis. This is just a great perfume company. I do not know why there's not a lot more talk on this house, but I just wanted to bring this, of course, fragrance to you and a little bit of information about this house. I mean, it's just amazing. Manos, very, very nice guy. And you reach out to him, he reaches back to you, and it's just a really nice, nice touch when you can talk to the perfumers and creators of these houses and stuff. So, but guys, the wonderful Quintessence, finally in my collection. It's very limited, it's very rare, and I believe when you order it, it's to the making to you. You know, of course, it's the presentations might be a little bit different, things like that. So, but it's basically it's not really out there until you say you want a bottle, and then it's kind of, you wait a little bit, but great things do take a little bit of time. But it's just an excellent fragrance, like you saw in the presentation with the with the silver, and it just, I really like that. Obviously, the most important part is when you guys leave your homes, or in public, you want to smell great, and that's the most important. But man, when you reach for your bottle and you want to feel luxurious and you want to feel good, the presentation does mean a lot, and it goes a far way when you're a collector and you're really a true frag head, But I just love this presentation. But getting on a little bit about Manos, of course, first name is Emmanuel Gerakinis, and goes by Manos, of course. But I'll get into the logo just quickly about that, how it's just a really neat thing. I did have to write that down. A lot of this stuff I cannot memorize, so but getting on with that. But Manos traveled the world, of course, got into perfumes, I think, at a really young age, and obviously memories are huge. Where you are, that's why I think a lot of these perfumers do create this, because it's such an art, and there's so much creativity with, if you were at a certain place and you smell those things, like you smell certain flowers, or you smell certain woods, or obviously it's about a place, and that's what you want to memorize, want to have the good memory about, and things like that. So I know he traveled with his grandparents all around the world, really experienced a lot of the countries and cultures and things like that. So a lot of creativity goes into perfumes, and I believe he got a lot of that, from that. He is a painter, loves to paint roses, I believe, so that's pretty cool. And so just a little bit about him there, but unbelievable gentleman, and just a great guy. So, but getting on with this one, guys, actually the logo real quick, I just wanted to read this. It's pretty neat, pretty interesting. Obviously Greek, Greece, of course, Manos Gerakinis is definitely Greek and from Greece. So this is the EG. So Emmanuel Gerakinis is the actual logo. I was always wondering why it wasn't an M there, but Emmanuel is his name. But let me just try and read this the best I can. But the EG logo, that's what it is. An E and a G, back to back, Emmanuel Gerakinis. This is a logo, bears resemblance to the Delphic epsilon. The letter epsilon as a symbol is directly related to the Delphi and the connection of man and light. Its placement at the top of the pediment of the temple of Apollo, god of sun and light, declares it is relationship with the light and perfection. Again, quintessence, look that word up, perfection. So it's just really, I think he wanted this scent as a personal scent. He really wanted to just be just one of those perfection scents, and I really think this is just an excellent fragrance. So getting on with the notes real quick, I don't know if I discussed it, but 2015 was the original release. It was Silver Oud. Now it's released as Quintessence as a 2017 release. So just so you guys don't get confused with that, because some places you may see it came out in 2015, some places 2017. It was just a name change. But notes, saffron, clove, and black pepper in the top. So you got some really great, interesting notes there with that black pepper. It just keeps it nice, and there's that nice punch. You have patchouli, you have cedar wood, and you have agar wood for the middle. Do not think this is going to be too oody with the agar wood in there, because it's not, so don't worry about that. Base, you have amber, vanilla, and benzoin. So a lot going on with this fragrance, and it's just, there's a lot going on, and it's complex, but there's just so much luxury, but it's kind of simple too. It just really works. You start off with this just blast of kind of that peppery. There's something that's almost like a citrus in there. To me, it's almost like a fruity citrus, but there's no citrus notes. So I'm not sure what's playing in there. It might be maybe like some of the agar wood, or I think there might be warm wood in this. I'm not sure if I wrote the notes right. Warm wood can be like a bitter. It almost has, and bitter sometimes sounds bad, but this is more like a kind of like a sharpness to it. It's got like a sharp edge to it and a brightness about it, which is crazy. It might just be the pepper shining off of those other notes in there. But then towards that mid, you just get these beautiful woods that come out. You know, this is definitely like a spicy, woody Oriental, and that that really says it all with this, because you do get these bright spices, these cooler spices that come through. But wow, after about a couple hours, you can start smelling the little bit of the resonance from the amber, and then you also get this beautiful, like, I don't want to say like too much vanilla, but you do kind of smell that benzoin vanilla kind of thing going on in there as well. So sweetens up a little bit, but still stays so luxurious. I think it's definitely unisex, you know, but I think it just has that little bit, because I love it, of course, it kind of has a little bit more of like the masculinity of it. There's no like florals in it and all that. I think it's just more of like a masculine, but it just, guys, it's so, you really smell luxury out of this perfume, and it's classy, like to wear to work in a suit, but then it's very, you know, it's kind of, I don't want to say simple, but it would be nice just for like a day out, you know, in the sunshine, on a nice day. Now again, this may work a little bit better for fall and winter, because it's pretty strong, but I think it's still bright enough to wear all around, you know. I say it every single review, and I hate to keep saying this, but 95, 98 degrees and humid, I think anything might be a little bit too much, so I'm not going to probably repeat that anymore, unless it's like a deep, dark fragrance, because you don't want to wear that when it's just so hot and humid out, because it's just going to really blare off your skin, and sometimes that's not going to, it might be more off-putting than a good scent. But freshies, citruses, all that stuff, you guys can go nuts on a hot, humid day. But things like this, it really doesn't. That's why I think this is great for if you are wearing it in the summer. It's nice to walk into your office or walk into your place of business that is controlled air, and it really just comes off great. But I get a lot of compliments with this. I just feel really, I don't want to say rich, but I feel just really good when I wear this fragrance. It's an awesome fragrance, guys, and just really nice. As I did tell you with the silver in here, it's really neat how he got it to. I'm just gonna read this real quick. It's an extract de perfume, of course, with pure silver of 1,000 degrees that can be sprayed to indulge the wearer in luxury. So it's, again, that presentation, and just the beauty of that really shines through with this one. Again, pricing, it's a 60 milliliter for right around the $550 mark, $555. You're not going to find it discounted or anything like that. So it is pricey and it's hefty, but there's a lot of other fragrances that are $500 for 60, 50 mil. So I think this is great. It's a great, I would never say signature scent, but it's signature worthy. This is something you can always just kind of wear and reach for kind of. For my liking, it's that woodiness kind of going on, sweet woody, but still has that brightness to it with that pepper and things like that. So, but guys, Manos Gerakinis, excellent. I hope I did this great luxury perfume justice. If you guys have smelled this, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And just a couple guys in the community have really turned me on to some really nice fragrances. Again, Sillage Royale is just an awesome fragrance. If you want, something a little bit less priced, but just such quality, it lasts all day. These things like this here, this is 10, 12, hours. It gets close, but you can still smell it. And I love that about a perfume. You don't want it to be blaring and have the cheap synthetic kind of thing going on. You want to be, it's really powerful when you walk past someone and it's not blaring, but it's just enough to be like, wow, that stuff really smells good. And that's what I love about great perfumes that perform like that. But Sillage Royale, Immortelle, I think it's called, or Immortal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how he wants us to pronounce that, but that is great. That almost has a little bit of that's a great fragrance for this house. It almost has like a little bit of like a coffee-ness to it. Not a coffee, but like a nutty kind of. It almost has a little bit of like a Bleecker Street kind of thing, or not Bleecker Street, I'm sorry, a New Harlem kind of thing going on, but a little bit more luxurious in there. So there's some great fragrances for this house. I will leave the link below. You guys can check it out. And it's not tons and tons of fragrances. He keeps it very limited. I think there's only 8 or 9 perfumes, and it's just really great. He just came out with a new rose fragrance, and guys, it's to die for. It's so nice. Just the DNA of this this line is just really good, and you can tell he really takes pride in the perfumes and things like that. So guys, a great spicy woody fragrance that is just it can be worn very versatile too, and it's just really a great fragrance. So please, I would love to hear your feedback on this, or if you ever do get a chance to sample it or smell it, please let me know your thoughts on it. But I really enjoy this one. Happy to have a bottle in my collection. So guys, Quintessence by Manos Gerakinis, and we will talk to you soon. Once again, please subscribe if you haven't. Check out some other reviews of mine and a lot more to come. Rise Frakes 34. I love you guys, and just thanks for everything. Thanks for just being so supportive. Thanks for everything. Talk to you soon.